What's going on YouTube? Samurai here once again with another reaction video. We got a brand new Polyphia song. They've had their foot on the gas these past few months, past year, so just release after release after release. A lot of different sounds, a lot of different sonic palettes, just genres and fusion stuff that they do, but you know, every song has been completely different than the next. So I'm really excited because this one we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Steve Vai. This was a collaboration that I definitely would have wanted to see, you know, prior to them making this, because their styles I feel like just go, just go together so well. So we've got Ego Death by Polyphia featuring Steve Vai. Let's get right into it, man. Okay. So we just got like the room. Yeah, right here, I think he was just playing his that nylon acoustic there, just acoustically, and they just decided to put a mic up in the room. So you're really just hearing the actual sound of the guitar as you would if you were playing it. But it's got the room sound around it, which is cool. I like the fact that they went back to the nylon. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Wow. Scotty's got a new guitar there. All right, wow. I really didn't want to pause it, but this is really outstanding, man. And this is definitely kind of the stuff that they do, right? It's very percussive, like specifically with the guitar playing. They kind of play it like almost like a bass, like slapping like the bass, right? But there's something different going on here. There's a lot of feeling packed into these riffs and a lot of dynamics, and I feel like even obviously Scotty's got a different guitar here. I forget what you call that guitar shape, right? Not like a BC Rich, but anyways, whatever. But even like his solo was slightly more melodic and lyrical than it typically is, where I think they mostly, you know, try to focus on like the technique aspect of it. And again, the percussive, the very fast, quick legato stuff, and the you know, harmonics, all of that, you know, which is awesome. It's great. And they do that phenomenally well, like better than anyone that I know of. And it's definitely their sound, but something about that solo, I kind of want to go back to it. It was very more so focused on the actual feel of it and the emotion behind it. But also like the riffs, these main riffs here are like just packed full of emotion, which I'm really digging. Like this is their sound but kind of twisted into a different way, and I wonder if they did that to mold, you know, to kind of help for Steve Vai, because I could see him into this sound a little bit more. So I wonder if they did that to, you know, to accommodate for Steve Vai, if they knew that they wanted him beforehand. They were like, let's write the song in a way that would fit his style a lot better. But let me go back to this solo, man, because that was really incredible. And I love how Clay on the drums, just again, just accenting some of those notes and really helping them to stick out. Just phenomenal, you know, playing there. And then obviously Clay on the bass is just killer, man. And I love his shirt, by the way, as well. All right, let me go back to the solo, man. I need to hear that again. Yeah, and the bass tone is just disgusting as always. Look at that shirt, man. Sick. Yeah. And then here, going back to the percussive kind of element of it. With some like bongo sounding percussive things in the back. Yeah, that dun dun. I like the sound effects. It's cool. Okay, 2 Scotty solos. Let's go. Oh, there he comes, and he's sitting on like a throne, of course. But what I was just gonna mention really quick is just like when they go into these softer passages where I think they retain the amp settings and everything that they're using. So it's clean, but it's got like this tiny amount of hair in it that's just like, it's just crisping up the sound and just helping it really just like, it's such a full sound. But again, it's clean because they're playing softly, probably turned down the volume on their guitar, so it's not hitting the amp as hard, but you can still hear some of that texture and slight hair from the amp. I just really love that. Their tones are so fire, dude. Like both the guitars and bass are just incredible tones. But I like that we got two Scotty solos. Anyways, let's keep going. I want to get through the song. Wow. That was definitely double tracked, I think, creating this really dissonant kind of thing. I hope that wasn't it. There's no way. Snare drum coming in. That was dope. Oh my God. Wow. Who is this guy? What? A trumpet? Wow. Yeah, what the fuck? How they still manage to get better is beyond me, man. Like, they find ways to make it so much more like palatable and just so like more I really don't even know how to describe it, man, but like you can see that they're kind of slowly trying to mold their sound into something a little bit more appealing to the masses, and that's without taking their foot off the gas. Like they're not, they're not taking away all the technical ability that they put into their songs, but they're doing it in a more musical way. And that's not to say that their old stuff wasn't, musical, just because they do, all the crazy technique and all the tapping and harmonics and percussive stuff. No, that's not really what I'm trying to say, but you can hear it and you can see them, I guess, be more intentional with everything that they do, and also like show off and flex and do all that, but just in a more controlled manner, and just really focusing more on, I think, the sound. Whereas a lot of their older stuff was just flexing, which again was phenomenal. Like it was great, But yeah, I can hear them growing. Maybe that's just me. I can hear them changing their sound, but again, still have the DNA of Polyphia. Still do the things that they do and do it well. But this was incredible, man. I really like the fact that Scotty got a little bit more spotlight here, and Tim took a step back a little bit. He didn't really have any, solo parts or any standout moments of his own. He was really helping to carry the song. And then Scotty had, the two solos and whatnot. And then, of course, Steve Vai was a great addition to this, because he definitely has a different playing style than, the two of them. But it fits along with their type of music very well, and he's got like those kind of swells with the whammy bar where he's kind of like slightly detuning everything. It was very, you could see he was kind of holding back a little bit in terms of like his skill. Obviously he can go a lot out, but that just wouldn't do the song really any justice, I don't think. If he really wanted to just go full blast, I don't think that would have really helped the song. So in this case, you can see he was kind of holding back a little bit. At some points, it was like he was semi playing fast, like trying to go into it, but you can see it was like he was holding that back. So again, great sense of control from like everyone involved, but very melodic. I love the like dreamy reverb. It was really very atmospheric, his solo in particular, and just a great addition when they were all like back to back, the three of them back to back, and just killing it, man. Like the sound was, the sonics were like cranked up to 15, and everything was just so enveloping and just all over you, you know. It's just very immersive, very immersive. And speaking of the sonics and the sound, the mixing is also getting better somehow. Like, I thought the mixing was already incredible with their, you know, even with the ones that they've released this year, but somehow this one just felt a little bit better. Like, I really don't know how to explain it. It was just extremely immersive. The use of the textural elements and sound effects that they use were genius as always, and just really add that little extra just ear candy, and just really fantastic, man. And then trumpet at the end, a trumpet. Who would have thought after the 5 minutes that we went through, they're like, yeah, I think we're missing something. Trumpet. I'm not mad at it at all, but that definitely not something that I was expecting, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, it really seems like they're kind of trying to shift their sound, but retain the actual DNA and what makes Polyphia them, because still no one sounds like them, like, not by a stretch. No one that I know of. Maybe there are people trying to copy them. I would think they're probably not doing too well with that. But again, just more control. I feel like they had more control over this song than a lot of their other songs. And that's just growth, man. That's just, these guys are still young. I've mentioned this before. They're gonna be, you know, I mean, they are pioneers at this point, but they're gonna be like the next guitar legends or whatever. You know, they're gonna be at the forefront of that whenever that comes around in like 10 years or so. Like, they're gonna be at the top. Not saying that they're not now, because they are, but I think they're definitely gonna be way more influential as time goes on, and they're just gonna shift a lot of things, man. And I'm so here for it, so here for it. But dude, that the first Scotty solo was just so melodic, and just not something that I would be expecting from him. So I'm just really digging that. Yeah, Clay's bass tone is just disgusting as always, and then Clay on the drums, obviously, just, I mean, ridiculous. Very unorthodox kind of drum playing, right? Very kind of like trap based drum patterns and everything, but again, helping to accent a lot of those notes and just his fills. And I don't know, I don't even know what he does, man, but what he does it well. Wow, I truly really enjoyed that. Like, one of my favorite songs by them so far. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to them collaborating with more guitar players. I know, you know, Tim Henson had the Sunset song with Plenty and Corey Wong, and now they've got this with Steve Vai. Maybe in the future they'll do something with like Yngwie or something like that. You know, I'm just trying to think of guys that would fit their style, or maybe they'll again try to change it up to fit another artist or something. I really think that this song was not made for Steve Vai, but he's just like the perfect addition to it, right? Let me know what you guys thought, man. I am mind blown by everything, by the composition, by the solos, by Steve Vai, by the arrangement, the trumpet at the end, the sonic palette, the mixing, the textures, like everything was just outstanding and out of this world. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Patreon. I've got a lot of cool stuff on there if you guys would like to. And I will catch you guys next time. This has been Samurai with another reaction. Arigato and sayonara.